What is going on, guys? Platinum Beast coming at you with yet another video. Today, we are going to be talking about the America the Beautiful series, how it will be ending within just a few months, the potential of the series, and things like that. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, guys, so as you know, I've started a new series called the America the Beautiful series where I plan on picking up these coins until I have completed the entire series. I am doing the bullion version. I am not doing the collectible burnished version. This is a stacking goal for me, more so than it is a collecting goal. But these pieces are cool. They each have a different design, and they're just fun to collect. But I want to talk about the America the Beautiful series because I want to talk about the future potential, especially with the series ending so soon. So a lot of people have different views and opinions of the America the Beautiful series. But one thing is for sure. These things have a lot of potential for the future. So if you look at the prices of the America the Beautiful series, they never really go down, and in fact, they always go up as years go on. The rarest America the Beautiful coin is the Hawaii volcanoes. Now, I do not have the Hawaii volcanoes. I plan on getting it at some point, but I do not have the Hawaii volcanoes. So, I'm going to show you the second rarest, which is the Alaska Denali. So, this one has basically the same mintage in the bullion version as the Hawaii volcanoes, but the burnished version is a little less on the Hawaiian side. But I want to talk about the potential because this coin goes for a much higher premium than the rest of the America the Beautiful series coins. And that's because of its mintage. Now, its mintage is very low. But what I want to talk about is the series ending in February. So this series will be ending in February. They will release the last coin in February, and then they will not release any more for this series. I think that could provide a potential opportunity for your stack to increase in value on the collector side of things. The reason being, these things go up in value as the years go on and time goes on, and the online bullion dealers as well as the mint no longer have them in stock. Because there are people who want these, people who have not yet gotten into these and will be late to the party, and people who maybe just aren't even really old enough. I say old enough. You can really stack at any age, but what I mean is old enough to realize that stacking is a thing, and all kinds of things. If there's anything we've learned from this year, we've learned that, certain things, even regarding the economy, can create an environment that sort of births new stackers to the stacking game. And so I believe that there is an extreme potential for these coins. I think their designs are so unique and so interesting and fun to look at. And it being 5 ounce, it's a very easy price point to get in at. It used to be 10 ounces was not a bad price. That was like a solid weight. But now we are seeing that 5 ounce with the spot increase has become the new 10 ounce, so to speak. So, yeah, guys, I wanted to talk about the potential opportunity. If you can find these coins, which you can right now, for lower premiums than the American Silver Eagle, I would highly pick these up. I made a video talking about that a little while ago, but with the series coming even closer to an end than it was when I made that original video, I think you should jump on board while you can. Even if you don't want to go after the entire series of coins, it would still be good to maybe pick up one or two, because like I said, these go up in value because their mintage is much lower than American Silver Eagles. American Silver Eagles typically don't go up in value because they're minted in the millions, and the random years are typically lower cost than even the current year. That's because no one really cares about years in American Silver Eagles. There is a couple years where it's a little bit on the lower side of mintage, but for the most part, it's just minted in the millions, and these are minted in the tens of thousands. There's like one coin that's minted in the 100,000 range, but for the most part, these are minted in the 10,000s, and they are minted in the bullion version in the 10,000s. So they do not have very many that are made. So, yeah, guys, I wanted to talk about this opportunity that you might want to consider getting in on. Right now, if you find random year America the Beautiful coins, you can find them for a reasonable premium. And you have the potential of getting an older year, which always sells for more. So you could realistically get something worth more than what you even paid for it immediately. I mean, that's already an immediate return on your investment. And so I highly suggest picking up some of these, whether it's random year, whether it's current year, whatever. I highly suggest picking some up because you're not going to be able to find them as easily in the future. There are certain designs like the Alaska, like the Hawaii, like the Mount Rushmore, like the Grand Canyon, certain key designs in the series that really stand out and really attract a much higher premium than usual. And those coins are going to be a little bit harder to get unless you get lucky on a random year buy or something like that. Most of the dealers know what they have, and they know they can make more money off of those designs. But in my opinion, all the designs will go up in value regardless of which design it is, because people are going to want the whole series. This is a series you can chase after. It's just like the quarter series for little kids. They see that the quarters all have different states and parks and things like that on them, and they say, oh, I want all of them. So they back when I was a kid and the statehood quarters were a thing, they used to release maps that you could put the quarters that you found in. Same thing with this America the Beautiful, but this appeals to the stacking community. And so the stacking community typically has a little bit more money and typically is more willing to spend a little bit more money to invest in their stack. And I like to think that most stackers, some of them do just stack on pure weight, but most stackers like to have a little bit of collectability to their stack. It makes things fun and interesting for them. So most stackers have somewhat of a collectability side to their stack. But as far as these coins are concerned, at the current time, you can find them close to spot. And so that works great for people who are more so on the weight side of things, because they can stack these and they don't have to worry about very high premiums. And at the end of the day, if they sell it for a little bit of premium, they haven't lost any money, but there's potential to sell it for much more premium, making it so that they haven't lost anything, and they've actually gained more than they would have had they just bought American Silver Eagles. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk about this today because this series will be ending within just a few months. And a bonus point, if you have kids or you know of someone who has kids, maybe you have nephews, nieces, whatever, and you want to get them into stacking, and maybe they're old enough where they have a job or they like mowing lawns on the weekend or whatever they do, make a little extra money, maybe you could use these as a way to get them into stacking. Because when I was a little kid, and even growing up, if I found something I could collect, I went after it. There's trading cards, there's sports cards, there's the Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, all those card games. I never really got into that very much, but that's a collector's thing. There's kids who are coin collectors. There's people who collect video games, statues, you name it, and they'll collect it. And that's something that you can easily sell a more younger person on, is the collectability side of things, so that they might get into stacking. And these you can sell them on and use as a reason to teach them about the value of silver and stacking and why it's important to invest and use this kind of as a savings account, because the collectible stuff is all niche. It's here today, it's gone tomorrow. Interests change, trends change, things like that. So these are great to pick up, and I know I just started the America the Beautiful series, picking up coin by coin and just showing you all what I'm getting. But I wanted to make this video specifically talking about the America the Beautiful series, talking about it ending soon, and talking about why you should try and maybe pick up some of these while you can at reasonable premiums, because I think that they will go up. There's a lot of people who don't think that, but I get the feeling that that's mainly because they simply themselves do not like the series, and they believe that if they do not like the series, nobody likes the series. And that's not an uncommon way of thinking, and that's not hating on anyone who thinks that way. But in reality, if you go on eBay, if you go on like private marketplaces and you look up, we are in the year 2020. So these 2020 America the Beautifuls, they don't go for very high premiums. But if you look up like a 2016 or like this one, 2014, if I go on eBay and I look up Great Sand Dunes 2014 America the Beautiful, it's going to be a higher premium than the 2020. Why? Because they're not making the 2014 anymore, and you basically are at the mercy of whoever has one and is willing to sell it. But if you look up a 2014 Eagle, it's going to be the same price as a 2020 Eagle, probably close, very, very close. And so maybe even a little less. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to make this video helping out my fellow stackers, giving them some tips, tricks, and ideas, and letting them know that they should maybe get on this series before the series ends in February of 2021. So with that being said, guys, well, actually, another bonus point, and this video is going on quite a while, but that's okay. Another bonus point is this series, I believe, has been just slept on for a while, and I think that's because the series has drug on for so long and so many coins have come out and people have so many other different interests. A similar series, which I just completed recently, and I just released a video of the last one, is the Queen's B series in silver, is complete. That was 10 coins released over like 3 or 4 years, and it's now complete. So they won't make any more of those. But that was a series that attracted more people, so to speak, and I think that's because they knew going in there would only be 10 coins, so it would be an easy series to complete. This is not an easy series to complete, and this series has drug on forever. When it first released, I believe it was 2010, it was very popular, and then the popularity kind of died off a bit, and it's kind of at a stalemate where it's at. But I think there's a potential for that to change once the series ends. I think that you will see the price of America the Beautifuls go up because they are not making any more. That's typically how it goes. If you take a look at platinum, for example, they quit making platinum fractionals back in 2008. And now if you want platinum fractionals, you are at the mercy of resellers. Well, the U.S. Mint quit making platinum fractionals back in 2008. So if you want fractionals, you're at the mercy of someone reselling platinum from that age. And because you're at the mercy of someone selling platinum from that age, you really are going to pay a higher premium than a newer fractional coin, such as the Britannia, which has just recently started being made since 2018. Those fractional coins go for much lower premium because they're still making them. But they are going to quit making the America the Beautiful series soon. I do not know if they're going to come out with a future quarter series. I do not know if they're going to come out with if they do come out with a future quarter series, if they're going to come out again with the 5-ounce collection. I just simply don't know that. But what I do know is another key thing is if you look up America the Beautiful silver quarters, they go for less than the statehood silver quarters. Typically, if they're like graded and things like that, or if you're looking for a specific quarter, and that is because the statehood quarters are much older than the America the Beautiful quarters, like the actual little quarters. And so that's just another point, guys. This series, you might want to think about picking some up because there is extreme potential here. So yeah, guys, I know this video was much longer than most of my videos, but I just wanted to talk about this topic because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering why I started up the America the Beautiful series, why I'm going after the series. And I just wanted to do a little explaining of that. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you in my future videos. And until next time, we will see you.